The weekly rural markets, known as lumos, were closed in May as a measure to cope the spread of the coronavirus. These rural markets serve as a major supply for meat for livestock dealers, but their closure in May has severely limited supply, and the Gambia is now facing a possible shortage of meat. Mariama Cham has more of that in this report.
Measures taken to curb the spread of the coronavirus in the Gambia had adverse effects on almost every aspect of life, including social and economic activities. The livestock trade is no exception. Supply of cattle, sheep and goats have severely diminished 4 months after the Gambia government closed weekly rural markets which served as a major source of livestock. The country's biggest livestock selling point, the central abattoir in Abuko, has been largely affected, leaving livestock sellers and butchers worried over a possible severe shortage of meat. As a result, the Livestock Dealers Association wants the weekly markets reopened to restore the trade in livestock, according to Lamin Dabo, the Secretary General of the association.
Appealing for the government, to help us, restore back our lumos, open them, because where markets are open, I see no reason why lumos can't be open. Because lumos started from 7 o'clock, in the morning. By 3 o'clock, they all disperse. When markets are open from 6 o'clock in the morning up to 6 in the evening. So I saw no reason why, lumos shouldn't be open.
At this time of the year, the abattoir in Abuko is usually filled with livestock, especially cattle. But now, only a few of these animals are seen roaming empty ranches. The closure of land borders in March also added to the country's meat supply problem, as dealers find it impossible to bring in cattle and sheep from neighboring Senegal or Mali. And while Senegal reopened its weekly rural markets, the closure of the Gambia's borders has cut off a major livestock supply chain, according to Bagnes Ramsela.
Lumo Senegal la am legi.
There is no lumo in the Gambia. It is only available in Senegal. And if you are going to Senegal, if you have an ID card, you have to hide it, because if you pass through the borders and you get caught, then you will have to pay before you pass. And what we used to pay is too much. The difference between the prices of before and during Corona are all the same, but the fares are different because they have been increased. Our lumos, which will solve all these challenges.
Most Gambians are poor and they live below $1.25 a day. Beef is just barely affordable, but as the price of cattle increased from $33,000 to $47,000, the price for a kilo of beef remains $250. Meat sellers like Amikebe said they are incurring huge loss.
It is very difficult because business is not going as usual. You will buy ram or cow and gain no profit at the end of the day. Sometimes you will kill 2 cows and it will take 2 days before all is sold out. In short, business is not really moving, and any help to boost it will do good.
While the Gambia government closed weekly rural markets, it allowed daily markets to continue operating with restrictions on opening and closing hours. The closure of the weekly markets did not shut down livestock supply. It also shut down farmers' earning because they can't sell their animals. The Livestock Dealers Association said it wants the weekly rural markets reopened to restore the livestock trade and make meat available to Gambians and residents of the Gambia. For iAfrica News, I am Mariama Cham.
Livestock dealers warn against the shortage of meat in the Gambia amongst, of course, the closure of weekly markets in the country.